Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to ChatGPT Insights, where we explore the intersection of technology and society. I'm your host today, and we're going to dive into a story that's both fascinating and disturbing. Imagine having access to all the news you could ever want at your fingertips. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, in 2021, a new tool was launched that promised to make reading easier than ever: ChatGPT. This large language model can generate human-like text, answer questions, and even provide summaries of articles. But as we've been using ChatGPT, it's become clear that its capabilities come with a steep price. The language it produces is often dry, cautious, and devoid of personality. It's like reading a textbook, but without the benefit of real-world context or nuance. I recently had an experience with ChatGPT that left me feeling both amazed and appalled. I asked the model to summarize a recent news story about the detention of a young man named Mahmoud Khalil. What I got was a sprawling, 1,000-word report that read like a Wikipedia entry. The language was so formal, it felt like a lecture on academic writing. But here's the thing. When you're trying to understand a complex issue like this, you don't need a 1,000 words of dry text. You need to know what's at stake and how it affects people's lives. You need to feel the emotions, hear the voices, and see the faces. That's where traditional journalism fails us. When news outlets focus on summarizing articles and providing key points, they're leaving out the human element that makes news so compelling in the first place. It's like trying to read a book without looking at any pictures. You miss the essence of the story. I've noticed this trend playing out across all types of media. On Twitter, the algorithmic feed is more concerned with maximizing engagement than providing meaningful information. On TikTok, the endless stream of key points and takeaways can feel like a chore to sift through. And that's where we are today. In a world where we're forced to choose between getting our news from sources that prioritize efficiency over insight, or taking the time to read slowly, critically, and carefully. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. So what can we do? First, let's support independent journalism. There are countless outlets out there working tirelessly to bring us the stories we need to hear. CJR is one of them, a media organization dedicated to promoting quality journalism and critical thinking. Joining their ranks would be an important step towards reclaiming our place in public life. Second, let's take back control of how we consume news. We don't have to rely on algorithms or summaries to get our information fix. We can read slowly, carefully, and critically, even if it means doing the hard work ourselves. Finally, let's remember that journalism is about more than just conveying facts. It's about exploring ideas, challenging assumptions, and sparking conversations. It's about being human, not just a machine. That's what we need in this world. People who care deeply about the news and are willing to take the time to understand its complexities. We need journalists who can tell us stories that make us feel, think, and act. And we need each other to support, to critique, and to demand more from those who claim to hold a mirror up to society. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of ChatGPT's world. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and keep reading.